Hi, I'm Elaine Schaefer, and I'm running for state representative for the 165th District of Pennsylvania. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me to get to know me and my candidacy a little bit better. I am currently a Radnor Township Commissioner. I'm in my second term, on my 6th year there. I've been elected twice, and I've served as president twice. And in fact, I was the first woman to ever be elected president of that board in the history of my township. I'm an attorney, and before I was commissioner, I ran and co-founded a local land trust called the Radnor Conservancy. And there I worked in land preservation and environmental education and natural resource protection advocacy. I'm married. I've been married for 25 years to my husband, John, and I have 3 kids. They all went through the public schools, and 2 of them are in college now, and 1 is a senior in high school. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself, my background, and how I grew up, because I think it really informs the way that I make my decisions, the way that I lead, and the type of representative that I will be. I grew up in a suburb outside of Manhattan, and there I grew up in a mixed religion household. So half of my family is Jewish, and half of my family is Christian. And I grew up learning both religions. We went to the services for both religions. As an adult, I've lived in southeastern Pennsylvania for about 25 years. And here in Pennsylvania, I am surrounded by a lot of family. Now, I'm a Democrat, but most of my family is Republican. Most of my neighborhood is Republican. Most of my friends are Republican. And in fact, my husband of 25 years is a pretty conservative Republican. Also, the ward that I represent in Radnor Township is a majority Republican. Now, I mention this background because I think it's pretty informative about the way that I approach governing. And I've learned that I can work with people, I can live with people, I can get things done with people who see things really differently than I do. And I've learned how important it is to understand the vantage point of other people when you're trying to get things done together. Then you find the middle ground and you compromise and you work together with respect to get the outcome that's mutually beneficial. This is a skill that I think is really important in governing in our democracy. And unfortunately, I think it's a skill that we are sorely lacking in government at all levels right now in our country, but especially in Pennsylvania, which brings me to why I decided to run for this office. If you're like me, you feel a great deal of disgust with the state of affairs in Pennsylvania right now. Our General Assembly has not passed a budget, and we are 8, almost 9 months into the fiscal year. This is causing real harm to a lot of Pennsylvanians, and it's really frustrating. They're engaged and entrenched in partisan battles and in ideological warfare, and the issues that really matter are not getting attended to. What's really frustrating about this, and what the sad irony is, that the issues that matter to most people, to me, they're not even partisan issues. They're issues like the full and fair funding of education, natural resource protection and protection of our environment, having access to quality recreational opportunities like trails, reasonable and common sense gun control to keep us safe, protecting the access to health care, especially for women and especially in rural areas, and underlying all of that, the need for a fair system of taxation. Right now, multinational corporations operate in Pennsylvania. They come in here and they profit greatly from our natural resources. And they are not paying their fair share in tax. And what that does is that it pushes the revenue burden, it pushes it down to the municipalities, to the property owners, and to the small business owners. That is what's happening now. I've seen it happen firsthand. The General Assembly right now is not representative of our state, and it's not representative of our district. It is 83% male. Only 17% of our General Assembly is female. That is just not acceptable, and we need to do something about it. I am really proud of my record in Radnor Township. I have gained the reputation of being the commissioner that gets things done. But not only that, I have a reputation of treating everyone with respect, all sides, in the process of getting things done. I would love your support. You can support me by sharing this video with all your friends and family, or by volunteering for my campaign in ways big or small. As you know, campaigns at this level cost a crazy amount of money. So if you would like to see me get to Harrisburg, please make a financial contribution to my campaign. I really appreciate your support, and I really look forward to serving you in Harrisburg. Thanks a lot.